Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another turn resolution of War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. We're now looking at January 30, 1943. It's been a little slow. I had to wait a couple of days for my opponent to finish the turn and send it to me, and then I had something going on yesterday, so I couldn't get to it. So it's basically been 3 or 4 days since we last played. The 023 here is trying to get out of here without taking any damage, but we'll see if we... Oh, we survived. Three cargo ships, no... Oh, we didn't even get a shot off, but we also don't take damage. Well, there's the Mark 14 torpedoes for you. Bummer. So I've gotten some advice, and at least we have severe storms. But yeah, that's 15,000. Maybe the storms are bad enough we couldn't spot them. Anyway, whatever. I don't know the mechanics. I'm moving on. But I'm digressing. I've gotten some feedback that has indicated that I probably should be setting up some nighttime spotting, naval spotting, which I have not done. It makes sense, and so I think I'm going to I think I'm going to start doing that. I haven't implemented it yet. Clicking fatigue is real. You got a lot of units shuffling around and trying to cover it all. So, in various areas, I'll be analyzing what assets I have and what I can kind of flip to working nighttime. Now, I'm bombarding Munda here. And I started thinking, one of the reasons is because I want to be a nuisance and I want to keep my ships busy. I've got plenty of supplies. Let's just do it. And fuel. Here's the thing. I'll talk about it later. We got to move on. So he's trying to take the rest of these islands off of Sumatra. And here we're trying to take this last... it's not an atoll, but anyway, it's certainly a dot base in this game, and we're going to take that Untong. I already lost track of the rest of the name right there, Untong Java, and not that it's going to be an important base by any means, but it's and we've got the I-4. Okay, good to know. Some light damage there. Ooh. Maybe I'll have to go back just to refuel if we knocked out enough fuel. I don't know. That was just real weak. Couple of near miss. Come on. So I get it if our subs have duds. I don't get that we don't retaliate. But I get if our subs fire duds. But what I don't get is... No, sorry. Oh, what I certainly expect, I should say, is the Japanese to wreck me. Alright, so the Sawfish fires something that is not a dud. And we bottom out. We're in the shallows, so let's see if we can get out of there. Oh, we do. Let's see if it sinks. Not that we know of. Okay. Yeah, some bad weather. I know, everyone... Oh, he's serious now. Okay, we might get shredded here, guys. Hopefully we don't lose all the pilots. Come on. Hang in there. Okay, we're taking damage, but maybe the damaged aircraft can safely make it home, and the pilots might be okay. We can cross our fingers. Well, not for that airframe, at least. Hopefully we didn't lose the pilot, like I say. Okay, these are flying, it looks like, from Tavoy. So I'm going to have to figure out how to bomb Tavoy. It's a long ways away. Alright, this is a lot of aircraft, and I don't know about you, but I don't want to be here all night, so I'm going to watch a little bit of it, because it's nice to see us get some retaliation here. I'm not sure if these are some of the higher trained pilots that he has, or if they're just stopgap measure for him. But it looks like we're doing better than over Rangoon, although, again, we had 6 and he had 42, so kind of a mismatch there. Alright, let's see who gets shot the next, and we'll just move on. Well, we got shot first. Can we take one of them out to, there we go. Alright, let's see what we do. Okay, our sweep we don't do enough damage to, to clear all of them, but we got more coming, so. See. Wow. He's getting us now. He's diving on us. He must be flying high cap. But that benefits our bombers. Even if he still has aircraft left after all this, our bombers should fly in under him and do some damage. Well, I hope we do very well. There we go. All right, knocking this one out too. We get well, obviously a high proportion of our aircraft through. We supposedly lost one, but so far we've been winning the attrition battle. This says light cloud. I hope our bombers go and we really clean the floor, because we need all the help we can get. We're doing a couple of attacks, one in China, one in Burma, although the one in China I'm not supporting with the air. We'll just have to hold our breath and hope it both. We're going to hope both go as well, of course, but both go well. All right, so I couldn't get more than this in here. I didn't know for sure if he was going to escort, but obviously he is. So we're going to do the best we can with these Chinese trained pilots in American P-40s. The leftovers from the AVG. All right, let's knock this out as well. Okay, so we don't do very well. But maybe we, I mean, I doubt we even got to mess with the bombers and shake them up. So yeah, we take some damage there. Alright, we do some damage to his air units, but he does certainly damage us as well. Yeah, this of course makes sense because he doesn't want us to be at full strength attacking his troops there. The strongest Chinese corps are going to shock attack. I just want to knock him out of that hex. And this is just to soften up the base lay, because that is my next objective for the Southwest Pacific Theater. Okay, this is not what I was expecting. Not with light cloud. See that? Now maybe there's some disruption and fatigue, but otherwise that was very paltry. And still, I mean, for light cloud, this is absurd. There again, hopefully most of our damage is invisible damage. Now let's see how these vengeance ones do. But hopefully, too, our bombers have really been beating them up so much over the last few days that they just fold. But, and with this bombing raid, it's wow. Just surprised at the... Okay, I get it. It's jungle, so it's rough terrain relative. But we've done better in probably worse weather, too. Alright, supply dump hits right off the bat. This is the thing. Oh, I just noticed that's a little green dot. He never took that. Or we took it back by proxy, and I didn't even realize that till just now. But anyway, yeah, we'll just go right into lay. This is weak. We could probably pair drop into it. I don't know what's here. We're not reconning that. Don't need to just yet. Anyway, our next target here is melee, but we're just mixing it up, bombing whatever. We pretty much we can bomb whatever we want. And these guys, okay, these guys to get in normal range for bombing, they're hitting, what is this again? Wow. Although we don't necessarily have our eye on there. But here's the thing, he doesn't know what we have our eye on, per se. He could make an educated guess. The hope is to kind of keep him guessing. Alright, this base does not have an air base, so we're just hitting the port. So we've got some P-40Ks flying in. Well, all sorts of aircraft, actually. I anticipated he would probably cap it, and we had plenty of sweeps coming in. But Oh, what I was going to say is with those secondary sweeps flying in, I was hoping, oh, maybe we'll have some bombing runs. But I think we've gotten through all of our aircraft up in Burma. I mean, the weather's good, so why not? So they probably all flew. But yeah, Shortlands feels a little bit out of reach. What I mean by that is I want to have plenty of air cover over my next target, which makes sense that Munda is the next one then. Okay, so he's still bombing us here to disrupt us, but we're still going through with the attack. Not that I can turn off the assault anyway. Look at that. Oh, we get in underneath. Now they go when it's heavy rain. Oh, come on. We're going to get shredded. Whoa. See, I don't like this when they come in the PM and our sweeps don't. I would love it if our sweeps came both phases because we could really tear up his fighters. But that also tells me, reminds me that it's a really good idea to keep your cap. You can have layered cap so that you can take on the fighter sweeps and the bombers. But when you have your fighters really high for only to take out the sweeps, then you miss out on taking out the bombers. And I think, oh, well, let's put it this way. This is anecdotal based on what I've seen. When you fly low, sorry, when you sweep high, you pull, even if the fighters are capping at 15, let's say, and you're sweeping at 30, I think you pull those fighters up to 30. So when your bombers come in low, they're too high. That's kind of a theory of mine. But you can see this. He's decided it's time to do this assault and push us out of this position so he can take Sion. But I think we're in a hold. But let's play this through. All right, 1-2. We have terrain on our side. Wow. The problem is we're just not killing these squads. So he takes a lot of damage. However, it does cost supplies to recover all this, and that's a lot of stuff. We take half the casualties, a few more destroyed, but our stuff is simpler. I don't know how much supply Chinese units use to repair versus Japanese, or if there is a difference. But we held, and we'll take it. Moving on. All right, he's going to consistently bombard us. I'm trying to get out of here. I think I'm going to go into move mode next turn and just get out with the guys I want to get out. Because they're not helping anyway. They're so beat up, some of these guys, that they're not helping in any capacity. All right, so there's a little desperation here at Wenchao, I would say. But maybe not. I'm just saying, if I see these Chinese troops moving east, I might be thinking, we better take this while we can. But then again, he really can't at this stage. Okay, he's bombarding us. We'll let him. I'm not even going to bother attacking at 2-1 because our troops are not as well prepped as theirs. I would imagine. It's actually, that's just pure guesswork. All right. Okay, so he knows what we got here because we didn't take it by proxy. That's okay. We capture it. Now we can get these guys out and relocate them, maybe to Lagi. These guys, I think, this unit, the Kanga Force Battalion, I believe I have these guys for the rest of the game. And maybe we can set our sights on some. I mean, we have some Marine Raiders too, so we have options. So anything that is a dot base with no troops on it, I think is fair game. All right. Okay, this says shock attack, but I promise you the only things shock attacking are armor. But I think if we can knock some of these about out and about, maybe we can just knock this whole cluster out of this hex. Let's push through. If we don't win this battle this turn, the war isn't over. The game's not over, but certainly Rangoon will fall, and I'll have to consider what my options are. Probably withdrawing behind the river or something. We'll see. But let's push through and see how we do. Okay, we don't knock them out. Um, they have heavy disruption. Uh, it's only 1 to 2. I don't want to see how badly our guys are beat up, but let's keep going. We probably lost a lot of tanks with that shock attack. I hope not, but we'll look. Terrain is in his favor, but he has heavy disruption in our bombing. But if you look here, 52 squads destroyed, 59 disabled. His units are pretty beat up, but ours might be too. Let's keep going. Okay, we lose less than he does, half as much, and actually not a lot destroyed, so that was in our favor. However, this is just a ton, so we're going to have to chill, let these recover. Yeah, I don't even know what my options are there. I may have to, well, I'll certainly split some units as needed. Well, moving on. This is our usual bombardment of Kungu. We're losing stuff, but keep at it. No big deal. Okay, this says shock attack also, just like the other one, but only the stronger core are actually at shock attacking. The rest are just under deliberate attack. So let's see how we do. Okay, so we knock him out of the hex, which is great, because I really need to get down this road. Time is of the essence. He can probably concentrate better than we can. Plus, his troops rebuild quickly, I've noticed. I don't know how. It's nuts, but they rebuild quickly and they're stubborn. So if they can get into a hex with a lot of fortifications, we're probably in trouble. Now, we have our own disruption, but that was because of his bombing runs on us. We still get 3-1 and push him out. If you look at this now, he started the battle with just over 100 AV, and we knocked out probably almost all of it, and forced him to retreat. Which, of course, the retreat mechanic is such that he may have lost a lot before he retreated, but he certainly lost a lot due to the retreat. Let's keep going here and see how badly we are. Okay, a third of the losses and very few destroyed. We do, of course, have a huge number disabled, but we started with a huge number. I think we'll be okay. Now, we will continue to move east, and it will behoove him to get out of here because we're gonna come in here swinging. Now, he had some troops coming this way. I bet he's stopped them from coming, and he'll probably retreat this way. That's just a pure guess. Plus, we've got troops pulling out of here, and I will bring them also down this road. I may combine them all into one giant stack. I'm done trying to knock him out of here, but I have him bottled up here. He can retreat and go around, or he can stay here. But certainly, the longer we're here, the more dug in we are. And the terrain favors us as much as it favors him. We'll just have fortifications that we can build without actively using supplies, like a build fort setting in the base at the base. Anyway, I ramble. So I'll take a minute to look at the losses. I don't think enough happened to discuss the map. I'm gonna do what I have done in the past, and I'll just do a recap after look at the losses, and then we'll jump right into the 31st. Um, and hopefully get a video of both days, get it uploaded, have you guys um, up to speed in the next couple days. It just depends on how quickly he gets the 31st back to me. Okay, some reinforcements. And again, I'm here because we had some pretty decent air-to-air action, um, and destroyed a few by flak, etc. So we have 19 losses, and he has 28. I don't like the 12 here, but it is what it is. I mean, it's the cost of getting things done, I guess. Okay. Anyway, I don't look at some of this very closely as much as I should probably. But one thing that I find interesting is I mean, we do have 399 ships sunk. That's absurd. But he has 314, and his are on average slightly more valuable. All right, so let's look at this. Okay, let's look at his aircraft as we seem to do. Um, 19 Tojos. Okay, so that's his bread and butter for the Army anyway, for Army fighters. And it looks like we're tearing them up. That means he's going to consistently have to replace them. I'm sure he produces tons of them. Now let's just hope we got eliminated some of his pilots as well. Now, see, this says 28 losses. This says 25. I think this is the correct number. We just have to assume that something here is off. And I'm not going to do the math. I'm not going to look at that, but um, roughly 20 Tojos, and then you can see the rest here. We took out 2 Sallies by flak, and I guess on the way back they crashed, a couple more. So you can see these losses here. Ours, oh man, that's terrible. We lost, well, okay, so fortunately, I hate to say this because I don't want to lose one plane, but fortunately, the top 7 were fighters, so they're a bit easier to replace. I was worried that they were bombers or like, well, we lost a couple of these sky trains. We also lost a Catalina. I don't like losing, like I say, any of them, but some of these just we don't produce very many, and so it becomes a much bigger challenge to replace. Okay, so yeah, I mean, these guys got shredded by Tojos. I mean, really, all of these 3 top numbers are because of his Tojos. These ones are on the Chinese front, the Tojos he has there. Then we'll look at pilots. Okay, so that isn't bad considering the losses. Only 2 killed, 4 wounded, hopefully coming back. And ship sunk, I don't know if we had any. We did torpedo a cargo ship, but who knows what that will result in. And nothing since the 28th. Of course, we know what happened on the 28th. Yeah, nothing else stands out. However, I am inclined to come over here and look at something. So, see this? That's what I was wondering. Is he retreating? And it looks like he is. I think what happened is when I attacked here and damaged him so much, he decided we need to bug out, and so he is. But likewise, our AV is shot. Let's just narrow it down. See, these are divisions that are split, and this went from. And by the way, before you get angry at me for not rebuilding, it's because I have some stuff upgraded. See this? I think it's these combat engineers upgraded, and maybe these AT guns. And they didn't upgrade on this regiment, and so they can't combine. Um, And why is that not upgrading? I don't get it. Okay. So we'll do it. Maybe it'll trigger something this time. And all right. So this guy, look at that. He's got 4 squads ready, 87 that are pretty sad shape. The Second British Division is pretty strong, and 46th Indian Brigade is also pretty strong. I would say we need a couple of days, but because he's retreating, I'm overjoyed. He might be only retreating like one tiny guy, but the fact that he's retreating means we should be able to maybe give it 2 days, attack again, have these guys upgraded and combined, and then go again. I'm not liking some of this stuff, but it is what it is. And then I'll go really quick because we need to get into the 31st. These troops that were coming here, they stopped, and maybe they're just going to park here. That's fine. Maybe we'll leave something behind, and just to keep him from sliding down and hitting me or getting in my rear. So, but we'll move the bulk here, and it's rough, so it's still going to be ×2, but we'll keep marching. He's bringing troops here. He's probably going to try to hold there, but like I said, we're going to keep marching. And then this division got so destroyed that he's probably going to try to get it to Hangzhou and rebuild it. Like I said, these Chinese divisions rebuild quickly. I'm not going to talk anymore because we need to talk about the 31st. Be right back. Okay. Pardon me. We're here at the end of the month, at the end of January 1943, and he snagged that base without showing his hand. It's fine. Oh man, come on. I just I'm sure I don't need to, but it's kind of one of those things where I have this sensation that I need to hit every single ship that I possibly can. All right, so these, I'm probably going to anger some people, but I got these little boats in here to force him to waste ammunition. And we've got several, I say several, probably not very many. Yeah, he's going down. One hit and he's dead. All right, that's a shame. But that's some ammunition, and we've got a few more, so he may have to expend some ammunition. All right, so let's see how these fare. Of course, he's, I don't know. It seems like it would be hard to see our little boats, and it would be easier for us to see him, but I guess that's not the case here. But his heavy cruisers are firing their shells, although I don't know if they're necessarily big. The bigger caliber. Yeah, there's one. Anytime these bigger caliber guns hit, it's like basically a one-hit sinking. Yeah. So there they go. 2 shell hits. We got more. Oh, I thought we had more. Okay, so here we go. Still taking a beating. All right. Now, I'll have to double check. I thought I had some recon planes because these guys bombard and do nothing. So I'll have to double check what happened there. I'll also, yeah, anyway, that looked a little lackluster. Like maybe they were half-hearted. But I'll have to double check too. Make sure I even have make sure I even gave them ammunition, right? All right, we've got more in here, but it was such that his ammunition is low, so we're not even really engaging. Oh, we did engage that time. All right, I guess then we'll lose all these guys. And I was hoping, look, I was hoping that all of that activity would happen at the beginning of the night so that he would waste his ammunition before he could bombard. But instead, he got in, bombarded, and took him out. So that's kind of annoying. But hey, we got a cargo ship for it. Well, not for it, but as an exchange. All right, took out a Dina, maybe two. Yeah, it looks like possibly two from our cap over Rangoon. We've got a ton of cap over Rangoon. Okay, yeah, we're sweeping there. I should probably sweep a little bit higher. I think I can sweep up to 20k within our rules. Maybe not. Those P-39s, I'll have to check the maneuver bands. You know, our house rules where you can only sweep up to the second best maneuver band. Yeah, not surprised we're getting hammered here. Bombing under severe storms, we still get 12 runway hits. Hmm. A lot more bombers, but only double the hits. That time, more bombers and less hits. I don't know. Luck of the die rolls, I guess. Wow, this is incredible hits on wow. Wow. Um, all right, we're getting in close and strafing the ground troops. Two destroyed non-combat. Yeah, I think WoW is going to be pretty wrecked after this. Okay, so I haven't seen it yet, but I set up a recon mission. There it is, to Voy. Just it flashed really fast. I want to check out what's there, see if, yep, that's where his ships are too. All right. I'll have to move my bombers significantly further south to reach there, though. So that's a pretty handy place to hide. And I'm noticing he's not bombing Rangoon. I guess somehow he got the memo we were going to cap it heavy. So I didn't get the cap trap I wanted. So I'll have to stand down some of these guys to recover. Because this is gonna they're gonna be wore out from this cap that I set up. All right. We still have more forces than he does, but not 3,500. Um, he'll have to bring in significantly more. And knowing him, he's going to want to have a significant advantage before he attacks us there. But we're freed up to kind of explore other options. I don't know. I tend to like to just keep moving. If I have to bypass something, I don't like the idea of getting stuck in a Stalingrad situation. Let's just hey, we can't capture the city. Okay, let's extricate ourselves and go somewhere else. All right, we're still bombarding here, even though I mean, for multiple reasons, but it keeps us aware of his AV situation. I don't know what's moving out, if it's this 13th Garrison Unit, all of them, the Mixed Brigade. Anyway, we had noticed something was moving out of that hex. Oh, wait a minute. Did he not even bombard at Rangoon? You know what I think happened? I think he is shuffling some troops into Rangoon, and then he's going to do an attack. So we're going to have to do our, um, even if they're tired, I'm going to have to send Cap back in. Okay, so not much happened that turn, honestly. We'll cover this hopefully quickly. So, repairs. Okay, we got the spearfish ready to go back out. If I have a ship at Perth, it was one of these boats at Perth. It's probably was badly damaged, so that's ready to go. All right, let's just skip a page here, page down. All right, supplies, crashing. Oof. Okay. Let's get to the bottom here. Okay, so we have some upgrades. Tong Yi, that's good. I mean, I don't know how much it helps us right this minute. Russell Islands, that is fine. We also have, yeah, we should have some more air aviation support there coming soon. Ahmedabad, Kelika, and Morocco. Okay. So I really don't like these messages where we get these ships were not sunk after all, because it starts to make me wonder, like, did I have are all of his ships going to come back from the dead? So we have some Chinese pilots accelerated. That's excellent, because these guys just, I mean, they're hard to come by, the Chinese. Okay, nice. So we've got some Australian air units growing. That's good. I don't, pardon me. This looks like a squadron detachment, but it's size 16, a full squadron. Seems like it would change the name to a full squadron, but I don't know. We lost the 7th Motorized Division. Okay. But we did. Okay, so we replaced the destroyer with this cargo ship. And we got a fighter squadron here at Tacoma. Okay. Let's look here. Okay, so we certainly lost that day. 4-7. Okay. But we did shoot down these 2 Dinas. He lost a Sonia and a Jake. And we lost several things. 3, yeah, these guys all crashed. If it weren't for that, we'd basically be 4-4. But you can take a look there. How many pilots? Okay, 1 killed, 1 wounded. And ship sunk. We should be able to see we lost 8 points. He lost 10. Or do we gain 10? I don't know how that works. But yeah, this is another decent cargo ship carrying who knows what. Okay, let's walk around the map here. We did a bombardment here the other day. Aerial bombardment. The naval bombardment didn't do much, but if we can keep bombing the base, knock the supplies down. But yes, you've got troops right here. The 1st Marine plus tanks. Actually, I might probably be sending in all sorts of stuff. It doesn't have to have the target milli, although I believe that also saves attrition from the invasion. Anyway, I've got some stuff set up for melee. Oh yeah, the 1st U.S. Marine Tank Battalion is parked at Macon. So basically, we'll pick up our troops here, come up here, pick up these tanks, and then go. This is probably a regiment and a base force. We'll find out before. Let's see. Actually, we've been doing ground bombing. I'll just have to confirm what they're reporting, what our bombers are reporting. And then Munda is also in my sights. And by the way, these bases I'm talking about, Mili, Munda, because again, what I wanted to point out is, see, short lens is 6 axes away. I'd like to be a bit closer. I can get my P-39s and stuff to cover right up here, a bit further, but 6 is a little bit too far in my opinion. So we could take Munda and then short lens. That's kind of my thought there. I wanted to just jump up to short lens, but I think that'll stretch my air power a bit too much. And then lay. So these are all, I'm going to say by the end of February, I'll have all 3 of those bases. And that's a month. But then what I hope to do is do a quick turnaround. Lay will be easy to do a quick turnaround because we already have air power pretty close proximity. But get some cover on Gasmata and take that maybe. But because yeah, man, with Gasmata, really it takes all this stuff out of the equation. From here we could set up dauntlesses and stuff. Well, Lay is maybe even better for that. Yeah. But Gasmata could be a good one for keeping these ports empty, and then I want to keep Manus empty. And from Lay, come on, cooperate. We can cover Wewak, and then if we take Wewak, Hollandia is out. So basically, I've got Lay. Maybe Medang would be the next step because of the, again, fighter cover. And then Wewak, and then Hollandia. Once we take Hollandia, it's pretty empty space from there. That's going to be really hard to push in. unless we have some serious carrier cover. But by then we should have our first Essex and so forth. But yeah, got some things brewing and hoping to get some momentum and then kick it into gear. So we got these little boats in here, but we lost half of them. Uh, and my subs are literally doing nothing. But we did find out where he's basing his ships down here at Tavoy. So, yeah, and he's got plenty of fighters. He stood down his bombers. I will have to cap it again, and we'll see how it goes. Um, but yeah, these guys are all out, including the AA. So there won't be any more AA firing unless, yeah, we don't even have any in our base. No supplies. That's a shame because, again, I should be getting supplies through here. I know it should be slow, but come on, it should just trickle right across. Um, but anyway, I'm gonna do that and see if it might shoot some across. You know, if I can shoot 1,000 AV across, that would be wonderful. I doubt it though, because I think it's gonna try to take as much as it can until it gets double the required, which means it's gonna want a few hundred more. Um, but you can see the situation here. We've got plenty of. I've got plenty of supplies here, coming up the road, coming by ship, crossing up here, getting into Prome, but it's just not getting into the places I need it, which is surprising because this is rail. I don't know. I don't understand how this works. If maybe his troops here keeps us from. Oh wow! I just saw that. Um, so we will have to combat and stop. So I can't get that. I can't do what I was hoping to do. Okay, so it looks like we have another target. I'm gonna bomb that. I'll have to sweep, make sure it's swept good. His fighters are way down here. I don't know how they reached that. That's 9. See, I get it if they reach here. I'll have to make sure what his reach is. But I'm gonna sweep this significantly. Probably these P40s, etc. We'll sweep this significantly, and I'll bomb this like crazy because this battalion won't hold out very well. Okay, yeah, that was interesting to note, but yeah, I mean, if he has a division here, forget it. If he has a regiment, probably forget it. Although we do have ×2, we don't have any fortifications because I've been moving. But yeah, um, man, where are my paratroopers when I need them? I have some. I could pair drop them right here. I have some right here. Yeah. I just don't have the, see, I can't do, all right. So the next thing then would be to, um, see this guy. I think I'm gonna steal him, bring him down. Let's see, what's his range? 10? Normal? Um, if I'm here, and that's 10. I wonder if you can use extended range to pair drop. If you can, I'm doing it. I'm going to pair drop right here. Mess with all these troops up here out of supply. Okay, that said, moving, this is just, this is chaos. This is my first game. I'm not using that as an excuse. What I'm saying is I've learned a ton this campaign right here, in the air and at sea. And what one of the things I've learned is I am um, I should not have pushed forward like I did. I should have stopped maybe up here. Well, I don't like this either because this is all clear except for Tong Yi. But what I should have done is have like interior lines. Tong Yi, have some troops up this road to cover like this supply line. Lashio, Miatkina, and maybe Kath or whatever. And just keep him like bottled up here and then maybe bring some troops down here, which I could have done and done what I did now, but just instead of pushing down like this and allowing him to get defensive back here, I should have let him be up here and then I come in behind. So maybe that's the thing to do is to start withdrawing and let him chase me back up in these places. Uh, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave these guys. There's no forts. There's no reason for these guys to not be moving. I'll just have them start moving this way, all of them, and just see how it goes. That's a thought. If they get out, then I'm here. Then I rail them basically to Prome, and then we march up here, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I think we're gonna do that. And then this will be my new defensive line, like I was saying up here. And he can even march up this way if he wants, because I'll have some kind of a defensive situation back here. Certainly, I can pile up the troops here because they're Indian, and I our house rules I can't cross the border. So he could even take Akyab, which we can bomb out of existence, have a base here, and then otherwise have everything back in here. And I think that would be okay. I'm all right with that. Okay, moving into China, we are not moving? Okay, so I made a mistake here, clearly. We got to get these guys all to move and into this hex. I don't even know what I was thinking here. Set all to march, but I gotta keep someone here to hold the back end. So how about this guy? He's weak, but I think he can do it. Um, he'll stay back. I'll divide him, and hopefully he recovers fairly quickly. Um, divide. In fact, I could rest. I'll rest all these. And if he wants to march across, he can. All right, I don't want to take up your time watching this stuff. We're moving in. I want to blow this out and then keep moving down the road. We already talked about that, though, I think. But anyway, even whether I did or not, it's fine. All right, so these guys extricated themselves, and they're heading out of here. These guys, wow, once they got in move mode, they were booking it. Um, let's move. Yeah, all these guys are just hauling. But look at these two. They're not moving at all. Wonder why. Where was I? Let's see. Where's the rest of this unit? Nanchang. So why not stay in here? I think I'm gonna move back in here because Nanchang is here. And he's not gonna threaten that, I wouldn't think, right? Um, I don't know. All right. Let's let's yeah, what I'll do is I'll put one here and one here. We'll just reinforce these, make them a bit stronger, and that way, because this guy, I don't know, he could come up here and knock us back out. So that's what we'll do. Um, this guy will go to Q Kiang, and this guy will go to Nanchang. Okay, it's looking fine. But the rest of these, I'm not sure where they're gonna up here or here. But we'll keep an eye on it. I'll let them move, a couple more days or something. They're moving southeast. Um, 8754 is their final destination. Yeah, that's right here. So we're gonna have 1000 AV right here. I don't know what's here, but if it's two divisions, well, I guess we'll be stuck here, static, and then hopefully this can push its way. But we do have 400 waiting, plus we've got 1200, so we'll have 1600 here, and then I'd like to relieve this, but I wonder if by marching past we'll naturally relieve it. We'll see. Um, Okay, well, that's about it. That's about all I got. So, I'm sure I missed something, and hopefully I spot it when I'm setting up the turn. But for now, I'm going to wrap up my narration, and we'll see you next time when we start February 1943. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.